How do I walk my dogs when I have COVID-19 coronavirus? The spring of 2020 didn't start out easy. Quarantines are being imposed all over the world, and the number of people infected with the coronavirus is increasing every day. It is advisable to stay home during this time. But many families have dogs that require daily walks. How to be in this situation? In this article, we will try to tell you the basic rules for walking dogs with COVID-19 coronavirus, as well as the precautions you should take after your walks. Can a dog or cat get coronavirus? Many people are very concerned about the question, can a dog or cat get the coronavirus? Right now, there is no confirmed evidence that pets can be carriers of the coronavirus. However, some major publications have written that there has been one case of a dog infected with the new coronavirus in China. Whether this is true or not, of course, no one can verify. In addition, the virus can mutate. And coronavirus has been found in some wild animals, such as bats and pangolins. So take care of your four-legged friend is still necessary. Here are some simple guidelines to reduce the risk of coronavirus when walking your dog. Coronavirus COVID-19 walking guidelines. 1. The main thing to know is that even if your city has a quarantine and self-isolation regime for all citizens, you can walk your dogs. But you can't go more than 100 meters away from your place of residence. Even if there are no such restrictions, you need to follow a few rules about walking when you have COVID-19 coronavirus. 2. Do not walk dogs in crowded areas. Choose nearby green areas in or behind the yard where no one is present at the time. Should I wear a mask when walking my dog? This is something everyone decides for themselves. But it is worth understanding that the virus does not fly in the air, and if you do not come into contact with strangers and follow the rules of hygiene, the chances of infection are reduced to 0. 3. Many people are used to walking their dogs in the company of other dog walkers. It's worth giving up this habit, even if you're walking with a mask. Because the mask does not give 100% protection from the virus, because the pores in a medical mask is much larger than the virus, and in close contact with an infected person there is a high chance that it will not save you. The best guarantor of health when walking your dog in COVID-19 coronavirus is to keep your distance from strangers. 4. You should not walk your dog in a pandemic coronavirus for too long, even if you are used to devoting significant time to it. Make sure your dog has done his business and go home. The quarantine won't last forever, and you'll soon be able to get back to your routine. And a dog, even an active breed, won't lose its form in 1 or 2 weeks. 5. After walking your dog in COVID-19 coronavirus, there are a few simple, but very important things to do. 1. Under no circumstances should you let your dog run straight into the house after a walk. Before you do that, your pet will need to wash his paws with soap and water. To do this, harness him in the hallway and go wash your hands yourself. 2. Prepare everything you will need for your pet's hygiene routine. Before you start washing his paws, wipe his nose and the area around his mouth with a soapy palm, then rinse with clean water. Dogs sniff everything in their path and can bring in a virus this way. If your pet has long, drooping ears, such as an English Cocker Spaniel or Beagle, the edges of the ears will also need to be washed. 3. You can now proceed to wash the paws. You can also use any wood wipes to perform hygiene. 4. After completing your pet's hygiene, don't forget to wash your hands. Next, you must treat the handle of the leash or the leash, as well as the carabiner that is attached to the collar of the pet with disinfectant. 5. Be sure to rubbing alcohol, or any other antiseptic on the front door handle, hallway light switch, and any other objects you touched before you washed your hands. And don't forget to wash your hands again thoroughly with warm water and soap. That's it. Follow these simple guidelines and the chances of encountering COVID-19 coronavirus while walking your dogs will be minimal.